There we are.
Woo! Man, for a 7-year-old laptop, this thing is slow.
Yeah. I don't know. This is on last legs. I mean, seriously.
Chris, I just realized I didn't sew my homework and watch today's video first thing when the stream is done, I promise. Chris House, yo yo yo, Danny Doom, ooh ooh, Beam Entertainment, hello, Jay and Nick Ayers, oh, Awa, Dub Art, ho. Hi, Mechanic 2. I was just on Discord doing some morbing. Shangron, Spider Eyeball Spider. Immerschmick, hey, Matt Grady, 07.
Yeah. But we're here and we're doing it.
Yeah. Do 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 do.
That's the sound
do
of Skype.
do 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 do. Yeah. In the not so distant future, there's a possibility that we'll be streaming on something other than this laptop.
This is true. I literally have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll just agree.
I don't want to get people too excited, but let's just say we managed to get our hands on an original Apple Macintosh.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, it's going to be smooth sailing on that bad boy.
I might also need to reset the camera, because for some reason the camera moved this weekend when I streamed a little Fallout New Vegas.
Wow. Hashtag Nasty Nick.
Yeah! And if you want to watch the adventures of Nasty Nick, probably going to be waiting a while before I stream again. But it's coming. It's coming.
There ya go. Kid Canada is fuck yeah, I can't wait till EOB streams Snake on Twitch.
Woo! We'll probably have to get platinum level in solitaire before we move on to Snake.
This is true. Hey, have they announced the winners yet? We'll do it in about 5 minutes. I guess less than 5 minutes.
Yeah!
At 9:15.
Doom, spread your incense and pray to the machine spirit. The 5-head can't just leave the machine spirit unattended, for that leads to heresy, which leads to falling to chaos. I totally agree, which is why I poured hot wax all over my laptop, which for some reason didn't seem to boost performance.
Yeah, which is BS. B95, Jay, Nick, hi.
Hi. Leggy bet, ooh ooh.
Chris House, I enjoyed today's battle report. Thanks, guys. No problem. It was a good one. Got another one coming out tomorrow. Just want to put that out there. Battle report.
Solo Uno, keep talking about New Vegas, and maybe I will play again, making another person to go play New Vegas. The cycle never ends. That is very true. Ah, New Vegas is a good game. New Vegas is a good game.
Shangron, Sunday's battle report was awesome. No Nick.
Yeah.
Nasty Nick was there.
Beam Entertainment, I finally get to build and paint my first Warhammer models this week. Necrons. Nice. Love a good Necron. I have about 5,000 points of them.
Not nearly enough.
No. If I were to add anything to the Necrons, I think the next thing I add would probably be 1 to 2 Hexmark destroyers, because I really like them, and I really like the idea of somebody who like teleports in and then just fires a buttload of strength 5 into something close.
Nah, you said buttload.
I did say buttload. See, it's more polite that way because I didn't say ass. Like, I didn't say like an ass load. That would be vulgar.
Yeah. That'd be bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And that's sort of entertainment we bring here at Eons of Battle.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. High quality entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Shangron, that is true. Nasty Nick was there. Oh, Nasty Nick.
Nasty Nick.
Dantic Doom trying to build the Eldar Wraith Knight, and I did not realize how finicky the legs are when trying to glue them in place, or even putting the legs into the correct place when connecting to the hip. It is kind of a spindly model. I mean, that's kind of how the Eldar do, because they're elegant, but that elegance means that there's not a lot of surface area.
Michael Jorgen said, my next kill team is going to be Necrons, going to make them wooden Necrons. It's kind of a cute idea.
Yeah.
I think that would look really nice.
You should look at the concept art for Alien 3. What was the Alien 3? I think, was it just called Alien 3? Did it not have like a word associated with it? Alien 3, the original script was that they were going to go onto a Death Star-like wooden planet of religious monks. And that is the script that they went with, and then they built all of the sets and they hired all the actors, and then they threw out the script and wrote a new script based on all the stuff they'd already made and bought. And I like Alien 3, but it is a little bit of a mess. But yeah, you should look at the original concept art for Alien 3 to give you some ideas. And speaking of ideas,
whoa,
we gave people ideas with our last painting challenge.
We did. And we made objectives. This is the objectives challenge. Make some objectives for your board.
This might have been my favorite one. I really liked what people came up with. Because literally they had to pull stuff out of their butts. And everybody did a really good job.
Yeah.
And we're going to be announcing the winners right now. Starting with...
the Mad Scientist.
Mad Scientist. And the winner is Nick's source of Git's tips for his wonderful Git-themed 5 objective markers. Each one is fun and unique, and I really like the use of some BattleTech hex bases, which makes them really stand out. That's not a bad idea for objective markers, to use a very unique base so that they're instantly recognizable. It's a very good idea. And very well painted, very well executed. Lots of really fun sculpting and using toothpicks and all sorts of different materials to build these out of. I like them a lot.
Yep, me as well. And they're proper. They're properly gobbo-y.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Moving right along to community pick. This is picked by our community members. Westphalen, with some really cool use of 3D printing to give some very unique, dare I say, elegant objective markers.
Hot damn.
The objective marker that looks like a vase you'd get from IKEA is magnetized to show different things depending on how you want to use it.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. Painted to the nines. Everything is excellent. I like the shiny cat.
The shiny cat's awesome. Yeah, different types of paint even used. I mean, it's wild. But, yeah. Shall we go to our top 5?
Nick and Jay top 5s. We went through all of the entries, and we picked our 5 favorites. And the first, and these are in no particular order. These are all our top 5s. Starting with Boss Man for some really cool kit bashed objectives. I like that they hand cut the bases for these. I always tend to hand cut bases for terrain so that they can be really uneven and weird. And the largest piece in this collection is made out of an AirPod case, which is excellent. Yeah. This really gives me some throwbacks to like building fake Star Wars props where you're just hot gluing random stuff together and then painting it weird. Mm-hmm. Really fun.
Yeah. I love it.
Moving on to Benj7730 for some excellent Space Wolf objective markers. And what's really interesting about these is that every single one has a different type of terrain, but they're all kind of Arctic themed. And they all make great use of bits from the Space Wolves army. Be really easy to just throw some snow on them all, but no. Benj really went out of their way to create something unique. After Benj, we got Spirecraft with some really great kit bash, like super kit bash, literally barely from kits is how kit bash these are. But they are like a fun gene stealer cult kind of evil ruin city. And if you look closely at one of these terrain pieces, I do believe that is a Games Workshop pot.
Oh yeah.
And some printed out banners, some little propaganda banners splashed here and there.
Yeah, very fun. I always love it when people hand make stuff.
Yeah.
It was very enjoyable.
Moving right along to Nexuya for some Adeptus Mechanicus objective markers, and these are very clean and well executed. I would love to know what's on that base. It kind of looks like granny grain, but it looks too small. I wonder if it's that sandpaper that has the grid in it.
That's 100% what it is.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if you know this, but I have a giant ass screen, and I could see that.
I have a much smaller, worse screen, and I can slightly tell. Also, Nexia made use of glow-in-the-dark blue paint, which I added a lot to this project. But yeah, it's very clean, light bulb. Very well executed, very nice, and yes, a very nice light bulb. And to finish off Nick and Jay top 5, we have Toto with some very gory, gruesome, dead Imperial troops. We got dead Space Marines, dead Imperial Guard. It's wonderful. Some very good use of stringy, sticky, gluey gore.
The goo is real with this one.
Yeah. I wonder what because these are objectives, so I wonder what they want to grab. I guess the Space Marines is the Gene Seed, and with the Imperial Guard, it's just a snack.
Exactly.
And of course, looking at all of the entries, we pick the winner who will receive a prize, and that winner is Bossman for the Apple AirPod Swampy Kit Bash Terrain. Congratulations, Bossman. Your terrain or your objective markers are incredible. I would love to play a game of 40k with these models. They are wonderful.
I love it. Or Kill Team.
Or Kill Team. Or Age of Sigmar or anything. Little Tetris
awesome.
With these objective markers.
Tic-tac-toe?
Yeah, you could probably do tic-tac-toe. Shoots and ladders would be a bit of a stretch.
It would be. That would be kind of difficult. You could play Sorry, maybe.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Just keep naming games until 10 o'clock. All right. Well, you know what? That's awesome. I'm so glad that we saw all these amazing entries and stuff. But you know what? I'm kind of sad because I kind of feel like there's no more challenges, right? I'm sure that there's nothing more.
No, definitely not.
Oh wait, I'm lying. There totally is. All right, let me go through this next one. So, if you want to basically get into the ground floor of this next challenge, this is our challenge number 13. We've been doing this for a whole year now. It's pretty wild. A little over a year. And let me get the rules available for everyone to see, and we'll go over this. This always feels like in school when you go over the rubric with everyone with the class. It's exactly what this feels like. All right. Just want to say this before. That dog. Yo, Mama Jay. Put that out there.
Yo, mama.
All right. So this is Eons of Challenges number 13, and it's called Shame. All right, it's starting today, and the end date is October 2nd at midnight. That's a Sunday. At least for us, that's a Sunday. You're a naughty, naughty wargamer, aren't you? I bet you have a bunch of models you bought and haven't touched in a long time. Well, now it's time to resurrect those old projects. So take the oldest unbuilt, unpainted mini from your collection and just finally finish it. It could be a squad, single mini, etc. Doesn't have to be a gaming piece. It could be from any company you wish. Must be based unless it comes without one. Like certain vehicles, like an orc truck, you don't have to put on a base. Before posting photos, explain why you didn't finish these models earlier and how long they were in your pile of shame. Maybe you were too scared to paint it up. Maybe you just kept half finishing other projects instead. Just whatever it is, let us know. Make sure you name your submission as always. And of course, this should be the testing ground of new things. Explain that you tried new things, like, oh, I've never done dry brushing and I did dry brushing, or I never did glazing and I did glazing. And then show us your exploration, all those things that I mentioned, and you can put that into our shame, little write-up thing. We also have shame. And then the format, pretty standard as always. Give us the name of your submission, the story behind why they're in your pile of shame, lore for these figures, whatever you want us to know. Work in progress photos. Talk about what you learned, what you didn't learn. Or I guess only what you learned.
Yeah.
It'd be awkward if you said, I didn't learn anything.
I did not learn how to make a proper souffle.
I didn't try at all. That'd be awkward. And then, yeah, winning conditions, pretty much the same as normal. We will select 5, and then we have 3 winning categories this time. Mad Scientist, who tried out the most different techniques. Best Base, we're going to bring that one back, and then community pick, whoever gets picked by the community. We always put up a poll with all the entries, and then you pick. And then our winners will be tentatively announced on October 7th. We'll see. We'll let you know sooner to that event, but let's just say we got something going on right now that's going to be wild. And so I just want to make sure that everybody knows that they might change depending on what happens. But yeah, that's the challenge. If you have any questions, you can put them in challenge questions. And yeah, it's all on Discord. You can read it whenever you want.
The Holy Emu. What is the best Games Workshop model? Centurion Devastators, obviously. Dude Art went airsofting yesterday for the first time. It was fun. Got hit a lot. Ah, that's awesome. I would love to get into airsofting. I had some airsoft guns growing up, but I never properly played a game of airsoft. I've done paintball before. Paintball wasn't as much fun because it kind of hurts. But airsoft seems like fun. And I've been shot with airsoft guns before, and it doesn't hurt that bad. Matt Gray, was Alien 3 Resurrection? No, Resurrection is technically Alien 4. And Alien Resurrection is a very bizarre movie. I like it a lot. It has a lot of problems. It was a movie written by the guy who did Avengers. And, no, wait, is that true? Was it written by the guy who did Avengers? It was written by, like, a comic book guy. Like, somebody who's really good at comic book movies and writing really fun, goofy characters, and then it was directed by a French pervert. And both those things are very self-evident in the final production. The Holy Emu, what do you think of Imperial Guard? I like Imperial Guard. I have 2 different kill teams of it. Actually, I have 3 different Imperial Guard kill teams. I like Imperial Guard just fine. Nell, hi Jay. Buddy was trying to get me to kill team, so I started reaching and came across your videos, enjoying your content. Still have no clue what to pick up, but it's very interesting. I mean, you've got like 26 options, so it's not that big a list.
I get it. Yeah, there's so much stuff. Yeah, really, I feel like one of the things that they need to figure out is teaching people. I don't know anything. How do I do?
Yeah, it's
just the whole thing.
Really hard to come at it with nothing and be like, oh yeah, obviously you probably should get like the core box, which used to be Octeris, but now it's changing to something else. There's also a $100 like starter set that you can get that sort of comes with everything you need, but you're stuck into these 2 teams that you might not want, and then there's also like 26 options. There's also things called white dwarves. I don't know if you know about that, but those are kind of important, and like it's all over the place. Right. Jay, do you like Deathcore Creed? Yes, I have a Deathcore Creed kill team.
Shangron, I am old. We used BB guns to play war games as a kid.
Me too. I had my dad's BB gun growing up. It was like a little fake. It was like a little fake. What's like the American pistol? The 1911. It was a fake 1911. But when you pulled it, only half the slide went back because it was cheap. It wasn't like an amazing replica. Also, if you didn't hold it straight, the BBs had a habit of rolling out the front before you pull the trigger.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That dog. Jay, how do you make the Centurion legs bigger?
I put a little bit of green stuff in between the leg and the foot, and then I put a little bit of green stuff in between the torso and the chest, and then I put a little green stuff in between the shoulders and the shoulder armor. And that's how I got like an extra 1/4 inch of room out of my Centurions, or a 1/4 inch of height. Danny Doom, hooray! Does it have to exactly be a squad-sized unit, or can it be multiple squads, whole horde of units? You can build a whole horde of units, but why don't you show off just one squad?
Yeah.
You know, maybe you paint 3 squads and then you submit the best.
Good idea. Cake the Bandit, I think my oldest unbuilt model I have is that 2 night box. I think it was called Renegade. This challenge is going to be hard and fun.
Nice.
Flipping dude at 88. Sorry for being tardy. Do I get a detention? You get a
You
spanking.
do. See me after class.
Oh. You just start hearing a ruler in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
These models look gorgeous. How did you think of the color palettes? I picked pink. I knew I wanted to do pink. And then teal is a triad to pink. And so I think I'll finish off this triad with yellow for the bases.
That dog. Yo, Mama Nick. Hey. You're not supposed to do that to me. Steven, what if my oldest box is something about yesterday? Well, then you're a good person. that counts. Gotta write about it though. Like, hey, I'm responsible and I do the things that I have.
Chris House. Jean-Pierre Jeunet directed it. Sounds right. He was the guy who did Lost City or City of Lost Children, which is like a really weird surrealist film and a really weird pick for Aliens 4. Dantic Doom Alien series fun fact. There was a script for an unfinished Alien movie with concept art that was to replace the tragedy known as Alien 3, but it got scrapped and turned into Prometheus. Really? That's hard to believe that Prometheus was actually like built off of anything. Prometheus is a fine movie, it's just not an Alien movie. Like, it's clearly just a movie that Ridley Scott had in his brain, and he's like, you know what, people might actually come to this movie if it's an Alien movie.
Yeah.
Also, Alien 3 is not that bad. I think Alien 3 is saved by excellent performances from Sigourney Weaver and Lawrence Fishburne and the other ones that I don't know the name of.
Fishman.
Oh, there's a famous story that Sigourney Weaver agreed to shave her head for the role, and then they asked her to do reshoots, but she had grown her hair back out, and so she's like, I'll do it for like a couple $100,000, and they're like, no. And so they paid, so like she asked her like $500,000 to shave her head again, and they said no, and so they paid some artists like $300,000 to build a ball cap where they had to hand punch every piece of stubble.
Wow.
And it was like unbelievably expensive, and then they put that on her head.
That's pretty amazing.
To film a couple of scenes. Rhett. Jay, I don't have 3D printer, and I'm looking for terrain. Where should I get some? All right, so you're looking for beer cans, red Solo cups, empty tissue boxes. What else would make good terrain? Like pill bottles, maybe. They're like nice and small, but they got good height. Maybe use your paint droppers and pots.
And I prefer PBR as the can of choice.
Of course.
That just makes sense to me.
Got to get a 40 ouncer.
Yeah.
Mike just got the Kill Team starter set and was wondering if there's anything else I would need to get started. I don't believe so. I think that comes... Oh, does the starter set... Did you get two 24 decks of cards? I don't remember if the starter set comes with the secondary objective cards, although it comes with the core rulebook, which has the objectives in the back of the core rulebook. So you don't technically need the cards, but they are very nice to have. Lord Vetch, how do you feel about the return of the Rogue Trader Kill Team? I like it. I think that those are cool teams. I don't know if I'll pick either of them up because they don't really jimmy my jams, but I think it's cool that they're back. I did not see that coming.
But then you can't be a completionist.
I don't care. maybe I'll proxy the Geller Pox and the Ophidian Star Striders. But Jay, then you won't be able to play at events at Warhammer World in Nottingham. Darn.
John Hickey tips. Hey guys, you've gotten me back into Kill Team after 2-year hiatus. If you could add one thing to Kill Team, what would it be? I'd love solo rules.
Ooh, I've never played solo rules for a war game. I'd be interested to try it out. I would be tempted. I would be so tempted to cheat.
I would too.
I would like to see all guns get a little worse. I think that would add something kind of interesting to the game. Because right now, a good gun is a gun that one shots, and a gun that can one shot kind of means that's the new baseline for if a weapon's good or not. If it one shots, But if all weapons kind of sucked, I think that would maybe make things a little more interesting.
Flipnote 88. Terminators allowed?
No, in fact, you may not bring Terminators in Kill Team. It's really more of a troops versus troops game.
Well, maybe that's what you add to Kill Team.
Yeah, that's true.
You add it. Yeah, solo. Yeah, I would cheat too. There's somebody that I know who uses an app that tracks. Like she puts in like I have to do this and I have to do this and I have to do this today, and then it's like a game. So if you do those things, you get XP points, and then your little character grows, and like you can spend those points to get other things, and essentially you make your daily tasks into a video game.
Yeah.
And I asked her, why wouldn't you just cheat? And she avoided my question. Because I would just cheat. I'd be like, I did everything.
Yeah.
Give me a dragon.
Solo Uno, why is Saturday censored? Because we're not streaming on Saturdays.
And just so people are aware, not everybody's been here for the past couple weeks. Steven, Jay and Nick, what is one model you wish Games Workshop would make? Well, besides your mom, I think Grot Snipers would be fun.
Yeah, Grot Snipers would be really fun. I vote
Also
for that
just a fun
too.
Kill team. Also just a fun kill team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Games Workshop makes enough stuff. Like literally, they make models every single week, so it's hard to be like, oh, what is one thing that they just don't have? Like they have everything.
Yeah.
Like almost anything you can think of is in some page on the Games Workshop web store.
Vertical Mammal, Gretchen Revolutionary Committee official kill team. When though? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
With an updated Red Gobbo.
That'd
Fun
be
is
sick.
the original Red Gobbo was just like a weird communist grot.
Yeah,
and somehow it became Santa.
it's amazing. It's wild. That yo mama, Nick, and Jay, especially Jay.
Lord Vash, monsters in Kill Team would be sick, something like a Carnifex or a Dreadnought to soak some wounds into. I think that would be amazing. I would love to see some like really custom rules for maybe the Amble from Necromant or from Blackstone Fortress, or a single Dreadnought for your team to go up against. Like it might even be like you can't kill it, but you have to figure out a way to deal with it while getting the objectives. Could be really cool. Fun. Beam Entertainment, what are your thoughts on the Necron Ghost Arc, and is it worth the price? I love the Ghost Arc. I don't know what one goes for right now. I'm going to bet $85, which is really high. I feel like it was not $85 back in 2011 when I was buying mine.
I'll find it for you. I don't know if your computer can handle it.
Oh, it can handle it. I'm almost to the Games Workshop webpage.
$60.
Really? The Ghost Arc is $60?
Yep.
That's a steal. The Ghost Arc is a massive model. I feel like that is absolutely worth it. And it can be built either as the Ghost Arc or the Annihilation Barge. I have 2 Ghost Arcs in my army. Stephen Whittam, have you picked up the new Emperor's Champion yet? No, but the nice thing about Games Workshop is it's going to be available to purchase for like the next decade at least. So I got time.
I guess you'll have time.
Big deal. If you played Warcry, what warband would you go with? I like the spider dudes. I also like the new bull guys. They have like a bull helmet.
Hash Hut.
The hash huts. The hash huts are cool. I don't know that much about Warcry though. Literally the only reason I know those two things is because they were in big boxes. I'm sure there's other things you can take.
And we saw the battle reports.
Yeah.
On Warhammer Plus. Yeah, we're rich. Yeah, we can afford $6 a month.
Yeah. Speaking of $6 a month, can we add to carts our exclusive model yet?
27th.
Gosh darn it. Isn't it absolutely wild that we have to pantomime ordering the product that we've already paid for?
Yep. And we told them. We literally, like, when you sign up, you'd say which one you want.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did that just so that they could make enough.
Maybe. It's absolutely crazy, though, that you purchase a service that comes with a miniature, and what you're really doing is you're purchasing, like the ability to add that model to cart and then have your order comped. And it's a huge hassle.
Yeah. I wonder if this next year they're not going to do this. Do the same thing.
I mean, they're already switching it up with you just get it.
Right. But I'm hoping that maybe on their website, when you sign up for that next year, you just pick and it just comes.
Yeah. I mean, that is absolutely what should happen.
Love picking and coming.
Yeah. I love purchasing something and then having it come to me.
Yep.
And those are the steps.
Yep.
Lord Vetch. Also, Imperial Knight kill team when? I think you can take either 2 normal Imperial Knights or 4 of the Little Knights in a kill team. Alex Gilmore, how many HQ units can I have in a game? I don't know. There's a bunch of different ways to build your army in Big 40k. And they give you, I mean, obviously you definitely need at least one, but other than that, I'm not actually sure. I have never played a game of 9th edition, and it's kind of looking like I won't. Mm-hmm. It looks like I might pick it back up in 10th, because there's a lot of rumors that are totally believable that they're going to reset in for 10th edition next year. Last edition of Warhammer I played was 8th edition, which is very good. I liked 8th edition.
Yeah. Good old-fashioned Warhammer Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Which model are you going to get this time?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Gun to your head right now.
The Age of Sigmar one.
You already died. Yeah, that's the one that I would pick.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes with a bunch of guys that are fun.
Yeah.
As much as I like the Terminator, I would be tempted to get them both. The only problem is that the Terminator really just feels like a painting challenge, and I'm just not feeling it at the moment. Whereas the other one is like, I kind of want all of the guys.
Yeah, the dudes.
And I feel like they would slot really nicely into a bunch of different armies.
Yeah. Franklin tips.
Tip.
Just a tip. A very nice tip. Just the tip. Appreciate it.
Andrew Parker, you also get a free Overlord with the Ghost Arc. I think you're thinking of the Annihilation Barge / Catacomb Command Barge That is the one that comes with the free Overlord model. The Ghost Arc, if you build it as the Annihilation Bar, or as the, Doomsday Arc, if you build it as the Doomsday Arc, you don't really get anything extra, but you will have tons of leftover, like, broken Necron Warrior bits. Champ Styles, my Legion swoop bike mercs just came in the mail, and the selection for heads is amazing. I think you're going to enjoy the kits. I'm sure I will. I like Star Wars. I like swoop bikes. I remember there's a game called Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. It's a sequel to the Kyle Katarn games. I really like it, and there's a mission where you have to race swoop bikes, and I decided to one day steal all of the different colors of identical swoop bikes and then drive them into one building so that I could just look at them all lined up, parked like motorcycles.
John Clark, have you seen the Ravage Star minis from Kickstarter?
Not only have I seen them, I have painted up several of them. I worked with Dave from MiniWargaming.com to help promote his Kickstarter and paint some of the miniatures up.
Yep. I believe we have 2 videos about him.
Yeah. Dave's a cool guy.
Yep. We have not seen the official miniatures. We have the prototypes.
That is true.
So I just want to put that out there into the world.
A lot of people say that those models look very busy, and they look very busy because they are, but actually having painted them, painted a lot of them. I mean, I think I painted, 10 cultists? 20 cultists? And 5 of the Space Marines? Yeah, 20 cultists and 5 of the Space Marines. They paint up really well. All of that detail actually adds to the painting experience and kind of makes it easier because you don't have to spend as much time on every single detail. Instead, you can just like dry brush or wash and get a lot out of the models.
Frank Lown, tips. The last super chat I put in didn't send my message, but I go to boot camp in the Marine Corps this week, so I'll sadly miss the challenge. Good work. Well, that's okay. We'll have plenty of challenges.
We will.
Coming up. So if if you're looking for a challenge later, we'll have more.
Yeah, good luck at boot camp.
Yeah.
Don't sharpen your pencil while the teacher's talking.
Yeah, that's not good. Although it is funny. It's funny to do that on purpose. I don't know if it would be as funny there.
Champ Style, Jedi Academy kicks ass. Dude, that mission was so much fun. Oh, it was. Jedi Academy is so much fun. I know a lot of people were upset that you didn't get to play as Kyle Katarn, but I don't like Kyle Katarn. Kyle Katarn is one of those characters where it's like, oh, he's such a badass, and he's a Jedi, but he's kind of a rebel, and he carries a gun, and he's got a sexy girlfriend and a cool spaceship, and you like him because he's awesome. But I would much rather create my own character and make up my own lore. John Hickey, have you played many games on the Foundry board you made? How does it play? It got me started the sketching process on some board ideas. You know, we have not gotten to play on it. We have been very, very busy of late.
Mm-hmm. So, probably in the future.
Yeah.
I know we have a bunch of boards now.
We do.
So many boards. So many boards. Everybody, the world's about to change.
Mm-hmm.
We want to put that out there. If everything goes to plan, things are gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Sick around here.
Chicken nuggets. What's the difference between 10th edition and 9th edition? Well, we don't know yet. 9th edition is not that different from 8th edition. 10th edition supposedly is going to have a little bit more of a difference between the editions. If I had to guess, they would probably add some of the rules that they've created for Age of Sigmar and 30k, like the reaction phase and the a simplified army list building system. And kind of a simplified point system, keeping everything to sets of 5 and 10 points as opposed to individual points. Which I like because it makes list building, you can do list building in your head as opposed to having to have a calculator.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to use a calculator.
No.
Some people will say, actually, it's so easy, you don't even have to use a calculator.
I don't know. I can't add up, 60 numbers that add up to 2,000 in my head.
Jeez. Next you're going to say you can't read.
I could probably do it by 5s, though, which is how Age of Sigmar handles it.
I would have to use my fingies. I always thought that was dumb. Whenever when we were in school, and they're like, you can't use your fingers. Why? Why can't I use the resources that I have available?
What if you lose your fingers in a tragic accident?
I'll use my toes.
Same accident. You don't have toes.
I guess, you know what? I could imagine my hands. Yeah. Let's go forward on
Same
that one.
accident, you don't have a mind.
Well, you know what? Then maybe I don't have to worry about it. Jason M, 2 + 2 = 69.
Yeah.
Nice. Dara Spleen. Oh, is this going to turn into a hypothetical stream? I hope not. Instead, we should talk about our dreams.
Yeah. Champ Styles, what species of alien would you pick for your character? I always pick the Kaldor, but that's just the Plo Koon fanboy in me. I always pick the Rodion. I like Rodions, because one of my favorite characters in Star Wars is Greedo.
Oh, Greedo. Was that your impression?
Yes. Unta buta solo. Jabado intika abadusta utangi wanauska. Hehehe.
That's my
Chesto
favorite
do
thing that
bota
you do.
ista clankto da bota. McClunky.
God.
Yes, I do know all of Greedo's lines phonetically.
Yep. God, is it the best?
If that doesn't make you a true Star Wars fan, I don't know what does.
Michael Jorgensen. Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Jam style spot on, Jay. Oh, that's so funny. Big Daniels, what are you most excited for in the new kill team? The crew, the navy, or the terrain?
Oh man, that's hard. All of it. I want to know all the rules. The terrain looks like it's going to be so much fun to play on. It looks like it'll be very different.
Yeah, I'm excited for the terrain. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna play really well. I mean, obviously we don't know any of the rules, but the worst part of Kill Team as it exists is if people are on vantage points.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. And we've really we played, I don't know how many games we've played, but we've really realized that's the biggest problem. And so we've made our boards in such a way in which even if you're on vantage point, you can still get hurt.
Yeah, because what can easily happen is if a really good shooter guy gets on a vantage point, they can just delete units off the board, and it's not even a challenge.
especially if they're behind something.
Yeah.
And a lot of the sniper guys have like conceal stuff that they can shoot and be concealed. It's not good.
Yeah, which is pretty generous.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, like if you're just in a corridor with somebody,
Yeah.
and I wonder if like the doors are going to be a little bit like the new, not vantage, but like just the new way of dealing with things, where you have to spend one of your actions to open a door. And all of a sudden, that door, it takes you have to really think if you want to open it or not, or if you want to close it or not.
Right. That seems pretty cool.
It's also going to be a new. It was in one of the Warhammer community articles. It's a little bit like a reaction where you can postpone spending one of your action points so that you can maybe spend it later. Like if something tries to engage with you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I like reactions.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they add that to 40k as well.
Yeah.
PJ McMurray. Wow, that was super nerdy, Jay. Way to be awesome.
JP got Ruckus. Look, tell Jabba I was on my way back. Even I get bored sometimes. Trust me, and Jay, I hope you don't encounter any more trolls for the rest of the stream. Anyway, how many Terminators can you put in a kill team?
5. It's OP.
Chicken Eggs, can you do 2 different editions, like 8th edition models rules and a 9th edition models rules? All of the models are usable in every edition of Warhammer. The rules are you just kind of pick one. Usually people go with the current one, but there's nothing stopping you from playing any previous edition.
This is true. Although if there's like new models in 8th edition, that's not those don't necessarily work in 7th.
Yeah, because they didn't exist yet. And speaking of not existing,
it's us because we're gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Bedtime. It's 10 o'clock. But we had a video today, so make sure you go watch the video. We have 3 more coming. We have one Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That Saturday one's a Patreon exclusive episode where we're going to be doing a little community critique action where their Patreon members send in pictures of their models and we talk about them and chat about them and critique them and give them some advice. And we also have our Patreon only stream after the normal live stream where you can chat with us with your human voice on Discord during the stream. You don't have to tippity type. You can actually talk to us. It's wild. But we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, so join us for that.
Alrighty, everybody. Good